for
In the
future
age
viewers.
of ancients, the
Steve
world
Cloud
is
decided to
unfolding.
delete Fireman.
Fireman,
We are now fight man.
Not we, Matthew.
We fight
Matthew.
men.
Matthew.
What?
Matthew is Fight Man.
Please fight man.
We are the voices in Fight Man's head.
I am
I
wine
am-
gum man.
We are as people fight man.
But hollows aren't men. They're pigments.
Yes, indeed.
What is
The
it?
dark sign brands the
Nothing but a
undead.
pygmy filled with darkness. Oh, mess.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north,
Everything.
I mean,
where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
here's all the lore of how Matthew ended up here, but not why he's here. Not at any of the important ones.
I don't
This
know what this
is your fate.
I haven't tried this, but
So you're going
John,
to be
you are
undead,
just
or like
crinkling those white
you're
doors.
going to be undead, or you already are?
What?
I'm dead.
You already are.
Every, as far as we can tell, every human we meet is undead. Except for Big Fat Logan, because he doesn't actually turn hollow. He goes the same. What?
Darkness.
Darkness doesn't. Well, technically all of them, because none of them ever seem to respawn. But I think that's more game than
Just to
Eat
talk to you.
soul.
Well, I mean, they're hollow by the time you kill a person. You are giving the worst auditory experience.
So
Yes, you are.
Filipino boy, shoot pointers in your ear. For 2 hours. Wow, you grinding already, man?
Yeah. I mean,
Don't Bad enough that you're doing it casually.
experience.
Pain of defeat. Now you get to see Mr. Big Man in his cell again. Oh, you might have a chance to not let the asylum demon die.
my god, his
You'll have to
ass
fight
has a
it.
soul in it.
What?
Let's fight it.
Yeah, you have to fight it.
I don't know.
Like a real Dark Souls player.
I'm not a real Dark Souls.
On a regular day, if you kill him with a broken sword before you pick up your weapon, he's guaranteed to drop his. Don't you want the Demon Great Hammer, man?
That's what I do.
Don't you want the big stick?
Alzheimer's lit.
Go use your medicine field. Very good.
Oh, it's supposed to be chin.
What is this gin? Why gin?
The gin and tonic was too much.
Why tonic?
Up further, Matthew.
What
It
is
doesn't
the-
jump from there.
What is the point of tonic then?
Actually, yeah, isn't your weapon? Shield. Look.
Going down.
Oh no, 2 of them?
Oh, hit them in the bottom.
I didn't even know you wanted to kill them. What just happened?
He died.
No, yeah, but what just happened? Locked. Is it Is it locked by a mechanism? Or does he just hit there? Why don't they reset the world?
Just like Steam. Reset the machine.
I presume just to prevent him from dying, just keep on lighting. Don't stand over the hole.
I need the ladder.
What?
I gotta go up that ladder.
No, you don't. It'll get you like one item that you probably can't use. It's probably tight now.
I'm still in a dream, James.
What?
Snake eater.
Oh, that one. Game is too loud.
Does this help audio any?
Because the settings are probably changed. We'll get to that in a second. The restart, Henry, if you can hear me, is because Steam Cloud decided to overwrite Happy Search.
Steam back way. Steam Cloud back. Steam alright.
Also, John is in one. There you go. Was that worth it, Matthew? Well, Alright, so Matthew now can lower the volume on the game.
Of course.
There we go, Henry. Can you hear us now? If you're still there.
Are we audible?
No, we're Twitch. We haven't gotten sponsorship yet.
Okay.
So are they just both down there, or has he died?
They're both still
This
down
one?
there.
No, there's two of them, John.
Oh yes. They're
There's
both
another.
still down there.
So now instead of the Asylum Tyrant, you have both the Asylum and Stray Demons.
No, I think this is one.
No.
He was just pacing around while I was...
He just spun on the
Yeah.
spot. Okay. Henry.
Well, now I'm out of line guns.
But I did get that right.
Did you get the explanation as to why we restarted, Henry? Ooh. Gain more souls, leave nothing behind on death. Ooh. That's for good players? Risk versus reward? Yes. Okay, Henry.
What is it?
Just answering me.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Henry-
Jarios to be to your right.
Henry, say.
I just
Shaw.
spoiled his name, but I mean that's his name from the
I mean, I think...
Oh my god, it's a guy with a bow. Right behind you.
6 damage. I think it wants you to pick up your weapon.
No.
No. But at least now we get to have Sean be with us the entire time.
Yes. Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed.
Use the broken sword, Luke. Kill him with chip damage.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
There's
Why is he there?
he old looking for?
I don't know.
Knowing what I do know about the expanded lore of this mod, I don't know why he's there.
Look at
Well,
you
I think this-
reading up on your mods.
I didn't
lore.
read up, I watched somebody stream this.
Was it you from the future?
Yes, John. That's how I use my time-bending technology.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe that is what you do with
I
your
don't watch-
time-bending technology. Huh?
I don't watch our own content as it is. Why would I watch your own content that hasn't happened yet?
Just so you know what to do.
I'm done for, I'm afraid.
Why would I
Thanks to us.
imprint upon myself the existential dread of knowing I can't go against the future?
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep
could just
us announced. Thou who art
Faster.
when thou ringest the bell of awakening.
Oh yes,
Fate
fun
will
we
never
say.
know. Oh, what an
Those who are on
essence
that are chosen.
of- Now, I would hate to
It's
harm
on
you
Cordo.
after death, so go now.
Can you not kill him?
What would be the one man that...
He's going to kill himself anyway as soon as you see the soul counter change. There you go.
Oh,
He just killed himself.
well, could you have killed him?
Henry, no, you're not supposed to kill Oscar. Henry just says he killed Oscar last night.
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar is the guy who just killed himself. Henry, you're supposed to be nice to Oscar and kill him if you're doing a speed run. You most certainly are not doing a speed run.
Wait.
He killed him after he gave him the Estus Flask.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I will do what you want, but first, die bitch.
But first, the word from our sponsor is death.
Which class did you pick, Henry?
Oh, he's playing it right now. Or
No,
he's talking about.
he played it yesterday.
Following our streams, of course.
Of course. As a walkthrough. What a wonderful time.
With a mismatched progress because of a mod. Oh, that's this one.
Well, there was one back there as well.
The one that might use the master key on you.
No, I opened another door with it.
Yeah. Bottomless box.
But does it really have no
Henry
bottom?
picked knight. A basic bitch.
But you're missing out on the important questions. Does the bottomless box have no bottom?
Is this like a Zen koan or something?
For what?
Zen koan.
Like the impossible questions or something?
Yeah, like things the monks use.
I'm just saying that because you have a bottomless box just there.
It's not technically bottomless because if you fill it up too much, the game will crash. Technically. That is the case in anything in a game. Even if it is technically infinite for the purpose of the game,
So if something was
it has the limits of the game's code.
so if something was bottomless in your life, how would
Here
it
we
be?
go.
How would it be bottomless?
It would literally just carry on forever, John.
Yeah, but then how do you take things out of it?
Does the universe have a
Do
bottom?
you think people think about that, John?
Well, they should. If you're putting something into an infinite space, how do you get it out of there? Huh?
This
Magic.
But why do you have to get it out?
Well, you're clearly putting it there for storage reasons, and if you want it back, how do you get it?
Magic, John. Like most of these things involve magic,
Yes,
especially the box itself.
maybe it could be like a box that has a pocket dimension in it.
Oh my fucking god, that's the same thing, John. You just said a different way the box is bottomless.
Yeah, no, but like if it was that, then would you need to send in like a?
And then use your dimensional magic.
Would you need to send in like a small space shuttle, crewed by little tiny human beings, to go and
why do they
retrieve?
have to be tiny? It's
Well,
a
yeah,
pocket
it's
dimension.
a
Well,
pocket dimension.
tiny in relation to you. But
Why do they have to be tiny?
Because when you send them into the pocket dimension, obviously they'll return to full size.
John, pocket dimension does not mean it's a small dimension. It means it's acting as a pocket, not as in it's as big as a pocket.
Well, then you have a normal sized human in a space
Excuse
shuttle.
me, did you actually think that was the case?
Oh, I skipped Big Crow.
Big Bird.
John.
Don't
I mean,
worry,
yeah.
you'll see Big Bird again.
Well, I mean, in comparison to you, it's small.
In comparison to you, it's infinitely sized, John. That's how dimensions work.
Is
Presumably.
it is.
Anyway,
They're infinitely expanding.
so if you want your stuff back, do you need to send another? Well, not another. You have to send in someone in a space shuttle
John,
to go in,
it
grab
depends-
your stuff,
It
then
depends on
get
the
themselves out of it.
It depends on the
How are you
nature
gonna
of pocket dimension. What?
How are they gonna get out? How are you gonna get them out?
I assume some sort of
Rope.
dimensional tear.
Ro-
Hello, hello, hello.
Or maybe, John, if it's a pocket dimension, you start building in it. And your entrance to the pocket dimension literally just leads to a storage space that you can continuously expand.
Yeah, but what if you didn't have the foresight to do that?
Then you're
What
a
if you-
fucking idiot.
What if you just chuck things in your pocket dimension? How do you get them out?
Then, provided that this is the pocket dimension I presume you're thinking of, but not explaining it all, because that's how conjecture works, apparently.
What if we are a pocket dimension?
It's possible, I suppose.
You,
Maybe.
I mean, that's just like a stupider way of saying, what if we are but a cell in a larger organism? That's just a stupider way of saying that.
What if we're a pocket dimension, James? As you see, our dimension.
Matthew, don't forget the Morning Star.
As you see, our dimension has
Where is it?
pockets.
What?
Or is it?
It's from the elevator. Go to the elevator.
Our dimension has pockets.
Josh,
What if it was
you
the
drop-
only dimension
drop
with
down.
pockets?
Drop down. Drop down, man.
Down the elevator.
Yes, it's only like a small drop. It's that noise. You died. See?
Oh.
4 chests. One of them has a morning star. One of them has a talisman. And one of them has Lloyd's talisman.
Talisman.
John, it's an actual word. It means.
I know.
Would you prefer I call it a fetish?
Yes. That is my fetish for you to call things a fetish.
My fetish is to refer to things that are can actually be called a fetish. A fetish. So Matthew, is this just strength build?
Oh, I was thinking about using the Moonlight Razor.
Hello there. I
Excuse
believe we are not. I am Petrus.
Hello there.
I mean, sure, but
If not,
that's a lot of
I
work.
prefer to keep
So
it
this one
as
is-
possible.
This one is also undead. He looks alive.
Yes,
He
everyone.
also has the ability to teleport.
Yeah, but he looks alive.
Everyone is undead, John. Being undead, but not hollow, you look normal. It's when you become hollow, as we explained beforehand to you.
Just look at me.
Yes. So all you need to do is consume the souls.
Yes, humanity, which is still souls, but don't question it.
So technically, hollows, well, undead, can live forever.
They do live forever until something happens to the first flame, either resetting them or just killing them.
Their only weakness is if someone turns off the lights.
But no, it's turning off the light makes them even more undead. It's relighting the fire.
Okay.
Wait, is that chest open or is it closed?
It's open.
Okay, so good. I thought there was something in it for a
That
while.
water doesn't.
I was
Look,
gonna say,
Save
how
file.
did you fucking miss something already?
It's
That
our
wa-
save file.
that water doesn't look too
You
bad.
find the crumpled corpse of fireman. Hollow, but so far gone that he's not even moving.
He's just on fire
No, he never was on fire,
and he screams.
except for when he was dying.
I didn't get this last time.
Didn't know I was there last time. Actually, no, I think he dropped down.
Maybe.
Soul of a lost cleric. Hey, Petrus, did you know this guy? Matthew the Spider Bandit.
Okay, but what if someone in a pocket dimension created
Shut
a
up.
What if someone in a pocket dimension created a pocket dimension? Therefore, infinite storage for them, but also infinite storage for you.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
If
I blanked out just shaking my head at the camera.
if you can have a pocket dimension, and in this pocket dimension, someone in it, assuming life develops from all the fucking messing about you do, someone that develops technology to create pocket dimensions, could this mean unlimited storage?
Well, John, think about it. If you can create a pocket dimension, then it's more than likely that you are in a pocket dimension yourself.
Also, pocket dimensions. What's to say they're actually a pocket dimension and not just a new dimension? Because, I mean, who's to say these things are layered like that and not just you're creating a new one to the side that you can get to? Pocket dimension.
Then that would
Pocket
make you a
dimension-
dimensional god.
Pocket dimension is not about the thing literally being the pocket of a normal dimension. It's about simply it's your dimension in your pocket. That's the idea.
Oh, so like,
As in it's
so,
the dimension you have access to that makes it your pocket dimension.
so just imagine, for example, if I open this up here.
It's not literally being in a pocket, John. I'm talking about metaphorically.
Okay, but
As in it's the dimension that you have ownership of by virtue.
yeah, but I suppose it depends on how.
Yes,
you,
Henry, this is a Rick and Morty episode.
Yes, the one where he makes like a small galaxy to power his car or something. Is that
Which
the one
is-
he? No, I think that's the one Henry's thinking.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Killed the vermin. Why are they staking to you? Are they rat kings?
Ragdolls. Rat King. What the fuck does that mean?
So
Yeah,
like
the
a
rat
collection
thing.
of rats.
Sticking to you, are they rat kings?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like some rats do this weird thing where they clump together during winter, and rats are
This weird thing called sharing body heat.
rats are constantly pissing themselves. Rats are constantly pissing themselves. So sometimes the piss just freezes, and they're stuck together in this clump, which is called a rat king.
Of course you would fucking know this.
Matthew also knew it.
Matthew's smart. Matthew gains knowledge.
I lost smart.
And I just know that you know it, John, because of Skaven.
No. Maybe.
Very confident.
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor die.
Their tails get tangled together, is what Henry says. They don't get frozen together with piss.
Yeah, that's it.
No, they can also get frozen together with piss.
I'm going to choose to believe the two people that aren't John.
Yeah, well, you're going to be so embarrassed when you turn out to be wrong.
Yes, when I encounter the ball of rat piss. Piss rats, rather.
Piss rats. Wait, could you not equip the ring that'll give you more souls or whatever? But then when you feel like you're about to die, just take it off.
Yeah.
If Matthew was good at opening the menu and doing stuff quickly, yeah, that's fine.
Definitely.
But he's not. Okay.
Listen, John.
Let's check it out. Oh, no, I've done it wrong already.
Yeah.
Hello.
Poor guy.
Oh, hello.
Is your man going to hit the barricade again?
Is he fun?
No.
His friend do it for him.
They, I don't know what I was going to say. They've reconciled their differences. That's what it was.
Somebody please let me out of here.
Not this time.
Anybody, help me. Unlock the door.
Help me. Unlock the door.
You unlock it, and what does he say? Oh, hello.
Fuck me.
The undead get more powerful the more dead they
No.
are.
No, they don't get stronger. Ignore leveling because that's just like... Is that even actually canon? Because in Dark Souls 1 it seems you can level freely, whereas in 2 and 3 it seems you actually require a catalyst to do it for you,
Somebody.
which is usually just a magic person.
So yeah, this used to be a nice place then.
No, actually no, this was still a shit. It just didn't have zombies in it.
I mean, buildings are nice enough.
Yeah, but it was still slums, John.
Yeah, but buildings, they look nice enough.
It's not slums if the buildings look fine.
Well, yeah. Then they would be just
You forgot.
tenement.
I did forget.
They'd just be tenements if they looked nice.
Well, it's a parish. Yeah, okay, John. It's a tenements then. It's the parish. It's the undead burg, which previously was just the burg. Not gonna swap to the superior moveset, nothing.
I might.
Just give me it.
Pure focus right now.
Yeah, like when the fucking hey.
Wrong door!
No, you got it.
Good shit.
Got the bonfire.
Breaking apart the.
Who needs furniture?
Why did he need to use that master key?
Because you couldn't get into that room without a different key that we never found last time.
Be down there. Black Knight.
Black Knight's not down there, is he?
Alright, well, call it a draw.
No, not that type of Black Knight.
Come on, then.
This is a particularly toasty silver knight.
Why call it a black knight
It's what happens when you burn metal, John.
It chars.
Exactly. And what colour is char?
Chars.
Blonde, right?
Chars, like, yeah, it's not.
No, fuck off. Dennis isn't even here. No Gundam jokes.
Oh, I don't. There you go.
You're too dumb to use a sword.
I'm too slow. So
Yeah, I said... Isn't that what I said, Matthew? I said you were too dumb.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow. What do I need?
You keep getting helmets. It's not like you can use them.
Well, you can. You just won't.
Way too dumb to use a helmet as well.
No, just too chic. Oh, you just
I
climb
mean,
up.
I'll be fair, the bandit hood is pretty classic. The rest of the bandit gear, not so much. It looked like he kicked him down onto his ass. Why was that funny?
What?
Why was that funny?
What was funny?
I don't know. I saw normal stuff happen and you're laughing.
It's just a delayed laugh to your earlier, about the kick and the ass. Yes. Indeed.
I'm surrounded
By idiot.
by a wall and an idiot. And on the other side of that idiot is somebody who isn't an idiot.
Tiger fuck.
But is apparently
Wait.
not smart enough to use a sword.
I'm not do that.
No.
We should before Matthew leaves. We should talk.
Why are you saying that as if you're not leaving with us?
I will stay here
To play talisman, of course.
to play talisman naturally. Yeah,
And
because I mean,
continue to be the dumbest thing on the planet.
also the most buff.
Just about, yeah.
Just
Just
about
about.
the most buff. Yeah.
But soon enough,
Matthew's only at 13 after all, and I'm
and
at
my
50.
life force. What's my life total at? I think it's like 12.
Yeah, but I can just keep fighting monsters and turning them in. Like,
Yeah, but for every monster I kill, I gain one.
yeah, but
That's 1 point for every one thing, whereas you need at least 2.
yeah, but
Unless
then
it's
you're
particularly
probably just
strong.
gonna get stuck in the I forget what it's
Darklands
called,
again.
the dark
Darklands
lands.
again.
Yeah, you're probably just gonna get stuck
Well,
there.
I'm
again.
never going back to the Highlands to get teleported out again.
Nah, I think you might just eventually return to the Darklands again. By
So
accident.
what? If I'm strong enough, I can kill everything in there and get out again.
Yeah, but you might lose life by the time.
So, everything I kill, I gain life.
Yeah, but I mean,
See, now he's human again. And you can see those handsome shoulders.
Oh, I'm blushing.
On my shoulders.
shoulders are
Matthew,
blushing.
I don't think that's blushing. I think that might be a rash. What's that? That roll looked different.
Clearly, the superior weapon to bring would just be a cannon.
John, this is medieval. Do you think
What?
guns fucking exist?
Yes.
Well, you're wrong.
Chinese people had guns.
John, this is not based on the real world. The Chinese do not exist in Dark Souls.
Boo!
The Japanese, however.
Yeah. But what do you expect?
Boo!
The Japanese aren't exactly fond of the Chinese.
I'm completely fond of fond. As is
We're going to
many.
use that fond to make our sauce.
Yeah. Indeed.
Like we use our custard to make ice cream.
Well,
People use Coca-Cola as a marinade, apparently.
I've heard of
Well, I've always used 7-Up.
that. Okay, James.
For for shrimp.
I mean,
Anyway, it's
let's
good
go-
on shrimp.
For a moment, let's examine that. All of that is sugary lemon and lime.
Yeah.
So why not just use lemon and lime juice?
Cuts from World War II. Could be like in terms of the origins of the recipe. Cuts from World War II, like sugar cuts, like sugar rationing, basically. Might be the reason why people use soft drinks for.
There's more sugar in soft drinks than there is in
Yeah.
actually no.
Yeah, no,
There's
yeah.
a lot of sugar in fruit juice, but either way,
No, but like
That doesn't
actual
make
sugar,
sense.
actual sugar itself might be rare. Like might be
so
in a
then why not?
shortage.
But then why not? That's what I'm. But what I'm suggesting is the one that people would do if they couldn't get their hands on the sugar.
yeah, which is
Use the fruit.
yeah. But what if the fruit was also in short supply?
Fuck's sake, John. You don't even understand what you're saying, do you?
But
You're just,
what if the food was in short supply?
if they're both in short supply, people just wouldn't fucking do it, would
People
they?
would just use 7-Up, James. That's what they
But
would
they
do.
couldn't get 7 Up if the sugar's in short supply, John.
But the sugar is in short supply, not 7-Up. 7-Up is produced elsewhere.
It's made with sugar, John.
Yeah, but not in the country. It's not
It's
made in the
being
country.
in short supply is not necessarily just the supply is short, but also it's been made more expensive because the supply of something else is short.
Yeah, but only in the country. 7-Up is produced elsewhere.
Fucking God.
Therefore, it would probably be alright.
Anyway, the point is, if you want to properly cook, Coke is used in cooking ham because it's full of spices. That's what I'm saying.
What? Coke.
Yes, because it's full of spices.
Is it?
For ham specifically.
Well, that explains why.
Coke ham.
That explains why it's so good.
Cock 'em.
Yes, but what about 7-Up and
You just got a camera full of Torres Demon Crotch and did not manage to hit him.
But what about 7-Up and shrimp? Or indeed crab. I've also seen it used for crab.
Just use lemon juice, John.
I'm just saying I've seen people use it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want to just do that, use lemon juice. It's the same thing. It's probably better.
Probably. But if there was a shortage or something. Yeah.
John, this is modern day, not for the Philippines 10 years ago.
But if there was a shortage,
There's not going to be a shortage, John.
you say that, but I mean, if the time comes and there's some sort of big, massive.
Yes, there will be then, but while modern life continues to be as it is, John, there will not be a shortage.
Perhaps.
No, yes, literally. If
My
your
God, it's a
shortages happen because of war, John.
the demon from Doom.
No, he looks nothing like the Doom.
I'm sure it could be.
No.
Like, look at it. Just with a gun. You know?
Poor fucking hell.
Just imagine that, but with a gun.
Coke is a lemon and lime base. What? I thought cola was mostly just like a type of essentially caramel.
Nope. Apparently not. Henry's doing the looking up, so
I mean, like,
I trust him.
There's a lot of spice.
Like,
I don't
definitely, in,
necessarily mean just Coke, like cola in general. I thought was
definitely in the original
like
recipe. There was
chasing
a lot.
after caramel. When
Although I don't think you would like to. I don't think you would like to use Coca-Cola in its original form as a thing for food.
Henry, why did you
it
know
used
this
to have
already?
cocaine, didn't it? Like in its early days.
Nobody's listening to you. And I'm
It
sure-
used to have
and I'm
cocaine,
sure
didn't it? In
Dennis
the early
cut this
days.
out.
Dennis,
Because you
don't cut.
talking about the history of Coca-Cola.
Dennis, don't cut it out.
Get out of the way. Fucking fight.
Wait, what? I was blocking Matthew.
Yes.
See, the thing that surprises me is that this whole building isn't just collapsing around itself.
Oh, it's almost like the game engine doesn't allow.
Yeah, it's almost like that's a piece of terrain, not
All buildings should be destructible.
just play Red Faction. I gave you Red Faction for
Yeah.
your birthday,
Yeah. I want to play
but you never fucking did
PS3.
because, but you never had a PS3, John. You've just been fucking
Skyping.
yes.
Did
Yes.
force your signature?
What?
I remember Matthew. Jump attack does more rather than just punch. Okay, I'm just reminding you because I wasn't paying attention. I was.
Oh, he can also jump attack.
You just got clotheslined by his crotch. That's why you're on your back.
Can you not just run away?
No, it's a boss fight,
Not
John.
like jump over the side. Just die.
Jump over, just die. Yeah, that'll get your way.
I mean, you won't be able to pick up the souls.
I mean, he could do that if he wanted to.
Do demons have any uses for soul? There you go. A couple of hits and he should go down now. One hit. Da 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 da. Now remember, Matthew, don't use the demon motes.
Yes,
They are not souls.
because they're used for something rather.
Yes. Actually, I'll look up how to use runes in this because I know they're runes.
Runes.
What?
Yes,
Love how you just fucking roll into the barrels and they break.
you did the same thing.
You
Break.
do the same thing
I barrel.
through the barrels.
No, it's just I am a barrel. Oh, There's a dragon and
No,
it's
John,
burning you.
I can tell that you do not have a barrel chest.
I have a barrel belly.
Well, I mean, obesity,
What the fuck is a barrel chest anyway?
it's the same body type.
Ah,
that when it's
hello.
it's the same body type that when obese becomes a beer belly.
Now that I am undead, I have come to this great
Okay, so
land.
what's
Runes affect runic weapons equipped in your right hand.
Very own son. You find that strange?
Okay.
Well, no need to hide your reaction. I
praise
get
the
that
sun?
all the time.
Runes can be used in infinite
So who's Gwyn?
times.
God of the sun?
The guy who went the fire.
No, this is just the meme
I
man.
have a proposition.
Everybody likes him because he's a meme.
Oh no. Did it again.
You said no to him again.
Oh,
I don't want to be your friend.
the way I see it, in a land brimming. So what do you say? It's sleep. We are in the flow of time. The very fabric is not
that's
telling how much
soap
older your world.
stones.
But you see,
Question
summon one of
about
our
soapstones.
They're
Are
not-
they soap? Are they stone?
Are they
We are
used
the
as
only
stone?
ones engaged in
If
it.
not, why call them soapstones?
You must be.
Hold on. You want to ask that again?
Are they used as stone?
Are soapstones used as soap?
There you go.
Or are they used as stone? And if they're used as stone, then why call them soap? Stones.
Soap.
Soap! But really, what the fuck are soapstones?
Stop.
I don't know. They call them that.
But why?
Maybe they.
Do they wash you?
Do you wash you?
Do you get somebody else to do it?
Oh,
Yeah, apparently runes are just unique buffs applied to a different type of upgrade to weapons in this.
would Dark Souls be
Would Dark
worse?
Souls-
Be worse or better if it had guns?
Bloodborne has guns, John.
Oh yeah, Bloodborne is nice.
Yeah, also for a different reason. I know you think it's nice.
Lovecraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
The runic ember is in Ash Lake now here, so.
What the fuck is it? It's this fast anyway.
It's a bottle of sun.
Eh? What? What the fuck? Bottle of sun.
Listen, John, this is a mythical world. They have mythical reasons. That's not a star, that's just the sun.
What would outer space look like?
There is no outer space, John.
Think of it
Are you
like
sure about that?
if you don't want to think about outer space, you can think of like the biblical picture of the Earth,
It's just sky.
which would probably
It's flat Earth.
offer. a
Well, I
nice
mean, like
parallel.
initially, people believed that
Yes.
there was the ether instead of nothing, which is what is actually there, in outer space. Oh, air is in Earth. Ether must be up there.
John, just shut up.
It's true.
It's true.
They believe this.
Well, it's not true that it's there, so shut up.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's there. I'm
I
saying
know you're
people,
not. I'm just saying you're
people-
talking bullshit.
People believed it was there.
I can't
People-
remember exactly what it was, but it's how they thought that
Did you just get shot?
something propagated. It might be electromagnetism.
Light. Maybe.
Light?
Well, I mean,
I'm just taking a guess. I don't actually remember.
Light?
light is electromagnetism, John.
Well then, it could
Remember,
be light.
Matthew, have pity. He didn't do any secondary. He didn't do science after
I
13.
did biology.
Yeah, that's definitely going to teach you about the fucking important stuff. The
Well,
one that everyone makes fun of for not being good.
What?
No, you didn't.
Third year.
Yeah, I
I
was
did
good.
biology,
You didn't let me
chemistry.
finish. What I was saying is you didn't do anything after junior cert.
You seem to have your
I did music.
You are welcome.
That is not science.
It's
You
Matthew, back me up.
You could be. You could be a scientist of it, but that is not a science
Where did I
subject.
back you up? I wasn't in that class, was I?
Of course you were. Of course. Of course you were. Why are weapons so cheap?
Because they're not
Those
very
aren't
good.
weapons, John. They're consumables.
Like, he was just in the weapons area.
No. Because at this point in the game, John, you don't have that many souls. That's not much. Have you can see the size of the bar where it shows the
Yeah,
number.
but I mean, he has a good few though.
No, he doesn't. Barely
Like
enough.
for a few weapons.
Yeah, but he also is only going to use one weapon at a time.
Yeah, but why not collect them and hoard them anyway?
Because that's not how you play Dark Souls.
What?
Why would you just collect them if you would not intend to use certain ones?
They look nice, you know. You just want to have them.
Like, the point is Matthew knows what weapons he wants to use, so he's going to use those weapons and only those weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be nice. Some of them might be,
None of that was English. Nobody understood a word of that.
Some of them might be nice visually, so you might want to have them with you.
What does that matter? He's not going to use them.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
Matthew
mean,
Matthew also knows what the weapons in this game look like.
could just be ornamental, you know.
Ornamental?
Yeah. If you never bought swords for the sheer purpose of
Not in a
decoration.
fucking video game. Except for Skyrim because that has display cases, but ignoring that.
Fallout.
Same
Yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm just saying. Also
Essentially.
Fallout. Also Fallout had.
Bethesda
big-
type games.
Yeah, Bethesda type games. Yeah, you can display your weapons there.
No other game does displaying your shit. Okay, don't fucking try and poke holes in that, John. I know there's holes in it.
No, hang on. I'm just trying to think.
It's not a like standard.
Yeah, it's not a general thing.
Is it?
A game has to have a very particular tone and want to get you to do it.
Alright,
Oh my god.
It's a drake. The dragons are extinct, but not really.
Oh my god. It's a Drake. Where's the door hole? Because Matthew just failed going into it.
Drake, where's the gate?
Are you supposed to get through?
Yes, you're supposed to take a run and duck into the stairs.
Matthew
A
doesn't
run,
seem,
Matthew.
doesn't seem to be going fast enough.
Why do you keep turning around?
He keeps hesitating. Yeah.
And now you've triggered him. I presume you're going to try and run while he isn't landed yet.
well, apparently not, because he does that.
Yeah. Which you already saw him do that, so I was wondering.
Yeah, the fact that it took you by surprise is just ridiculous at this point. Because you've been through this before. Been through this before, Matthew.
Everyone's been through Dark Souls before. Nobody ever remembers. Or rather, nobody ever doesn't make the same mistakes.
But imagine Dark Souls, but you have a gun.
Bloodborne.
Yes, we mentioned this.
No, I
already,
mean,
John.
no. I mean, like, like in this actual game, just modded in.
You get
just a gun.
You get crossbows, John. That's all you're asking is, what if you had a crossbow, but you cheated to have it instant kill enemies?
What if you had different kinds of guns as well? Just the Dark Souls.
There's different types of crossbows.
The Dark Souls gun mode.
Sure,
Gun mod.
Sure, there's the Avalon, which is literally like a rapid fire fucking crossbow. And then there's Gale's crossbow in the third one.
Yeah, but I mean, rapid fire crossbow, AK-47.
Same thing if they do the same amount of damage.
Yes, but they don't fire the same.
John, you're just literally talking crap. Like
No,
for the purpose of
you-
modding it in, it's just a crossbow.
Oh, well, yeah, I agree, but I mean, like, in terms of actual mechanics of it, it's no.
Yeah, I'm not saying in real life they're the fucking same thing, you dumbass.
Sounded like you were there.
No, it wasn't!
Yeah.
I was literally talking from the perspective of, in the game, to make a gun essentially is just make a strong crossbow.
What about pistols?
It's smaller crossbow. There's different types of crossbow, John.
What if they had handheld crossbows?
They do.
Obviously handheld, but I mean, like, handheld.
In this, everything is handheld, John. Even a big weapon you can hold in one hand if you're strong enough.
Yeah, but you're thinking handheld. I'm thinking handheld.
That's what I'm saying. There's 2 slots there, John.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, in terms of...
You can literally hold 2 of the biggest crossbows in the game in either hand.
That's what I mean.
For fuck's sake.
That's what I mean.
Yes,
So you can
that's
do
what I
it.
was saying.
So you can do it. So if you can mod in an Uzi, you can just...
The only weapon that's ever been modeled into Dark Souls is a shovel for a shovel on crossbow.
What?
Yes.
But no, what I'm thinking is just, you know,
I know what you're thinking,
Dual
and
wielding.
I'm explaining to you, but you're not understanding.
just dual wielding an Uzi and just shooting down some dragon bitches.
Why is
Or
this
Drake.
being so just- what
Obstinate Drake.
Oh, look at you. Old, wrinkly fuck.
Not old or wrinkly, just
You can even see, your heart. Fuck is that? Your heart? Your heart.
it's supposed to be extending from the dark side.
Ah, yes, one of the eldritch sides.
No,
The
it's
dark
The
side.
dark side is just what brands people as undead. And not as in there. Actually, no idea, it is brand. Because of Dark Souls 3 gold.
It's a brand, just like Nike's a brand.
No, it's a
You
brand
know-
like a cow.
Cows aren't a brand.
As in you brand the cow, John.
With what? Nike? With Nike brand cows?
Maybe just go talk to Soler for a second. It'll calm down.
Oh, the sun is a wondrous body, like
The
a
sun is a wondrous
magnificent
body.
father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Gross and visage.
What's it mean, John?
What does it mean? Yeah,
Big
tell me.
face. Big face. Big
Yeah,
face.
Matthew, I think that corner might be triggering it somehow. Like, maybe go around the other end. Like, I think you might just be hitting a trigger that's causing it to. Because it didn't happen.
Oh,
when, it
why
didn't-
is the fire going through the walls?
it didn't happen when you were in the doorway like
Boo. Boo.
that. I think just that being on the straightaway is causing it.
Boo. Look at it. It's going through the wall.
Yeah, John, this is a game from 2009.
Still.
And it's also a bad PC port.
What was it originally? PS.
Xbox.
No.
Both. Like, it's just as a console game.
Okay, so it was console originally.
And the game it was based on, Demon Souls, with PS3 on it. Is PS3 on it.
Demon Souls.
Yes. Unrelated Dark Souls by way of lore. Although people doesn't stop people from theorizing. As far as some people are concerned, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne form a trilogy.
Bloodborne, good. But also Dark Souls, good. Of course.
Bloodborne is good, yes. But not innately because it is of its Lovecraftian nature.
For one, it's not that racist.
Yeah. Stop messing with the curtains.
Listen!
Just said stop messing with the curtains, for fuck's
For
sake.
something to be Lovecraftian, that doesn't have to be racist.
Just racist.
Just-
Jesus, fuck. Did you get a key off the first one?
Yeah. It was the Watchtower key.
Oh yeah.
But what if you
Can
were
you go
to...
to the Dark Root Basin?
What if you were to grow...
So go there. They think the dragons just go around.
What if you were to grow wings and just fly away?
The fuck are you talking about?
Like,
He just wants to get out of here.
if you modded in wings...
Also,
Would
John,
you then
you
fly-
do not understand modding at all. I know that. I mean, I know that, but
I'm just giving, like,
just, what if
really...
you just made a new part of the game?
I'm
So,
just trying to
wings,
give as
yes?
ridiculous an idea as possible.
Wings.
Yeah, if you just had wings.
Don't try ridiculous
Is
ideas,
that-
John, because they're just annoying.
Are there anything like wings?
Well, yeah, wings.
What are they?
Like, you know, wings on your back. They make you fly away.
But with a
So,
H.
so they're like wings, yeah?
Yeah, wings. Wings.
Cooing.
See, when he was saying whip,
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense because there's at least a H in there.
And there's also two uses for the word.
Well, whip and whip. What's the difference? You whip with a whip, right?
And you whip cream.
Yeah, you whip cream, yeah.
And that's not the same term of whip, John. That's
But
why.
you're whipping it.
That's why it's that's why it's okay for them to be different, John. But
Whip is-
wings
is-
is not something that it's okay to say differently like that. It doesn't even have a H in it.
There's whipped cream, so therefore you must whip it. And also then you whip
No, the weapon or whatever you would consider a whip.
the whip.
The weapon.
The weapon.
Don't be ridiculous, man. It's weapon. But anyway, yeah, if you had wings here, like if you could just fly, I know, it's silly.
Yeah, but what's your point? If you had wings, what would happen? That's all you basically
No,
said.
look, would then another thing that you'd have to add would be flying enemies, surely.
What the fuck?
What if you added another section to the game?
Yeah, like
Is
what
that-
if you just made more game?
Flying enemy, which you well, I mean,
There
isn't
are
that- isn't-
flying
isn't,
enemies.
Isn't that what mods do? Really, just add more to the game.
Yes, but mods have limitations, John.
Not necessarily. This one. I mean, this one.
But it depends on the game. Like some games, like
If
this,
if the engine is good enough, probably not. Right?
it's not about the how good. John, a very good engine tends to be very restrictive on mods.
Sure.
It tends to be the reverse actually.
If it's bad, then it's like.
Plus, there's also the development tools taken into account.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like flying enemies.
What
That you can fight in the
think
air.
of the two most heavily moddable games in the world. What are they in your head?
Fallout.
Okay,
I-
okay.
I-
let's take that as Skyrim because not everyone is you, John.
Okay, Skyrim. And what else? Crusader Kings 2. It's pretty moddable. A lot of mods
In the
for it.
world, John. I'm talking like from the general consensus of how the world views these games. What games have a reputation for lots of mods?
Skate 3. No. No.
I've
That,
never heard of a mod with Skate 3.
no. That was more of a joke answer. I actually don't know.
Put the shield up if you don't think you're gonna make it.
Actually, not sure.
Minecraft, that's the answer.
Oh right, yeah.
That's the answer I was presumed your functioning human brain would find. And
I wanted to say Minecraft, but I was thinking, is it?
Anyway,
I was very
John,
unsure.
the point is about those two games, what they have in common is that their engines are frankly kind of shit.
Which, yeah, makes sense.
That's why they're so heavily modeled.
Yeah, but like,
John, shut up. You're not
If
making
you-
a point. You're just saying what if.
you can have flying enemies, so you fly up to engage them in combat. You know, you
They
just
fly like this.
you just. if you can fly and engage them in combat, wouldn't that be a much more varied experience?
Yes, but that's not the point.
Would it fit in with Dark Souls?
Yeah,
Or-
like-
I mean, probably.
No,
You
it
can
wouldn't,
just
because
have
the
really mutated wings.
Dark
So-
Souls, no, not as in aesthetically, as in tonally.
Why not? I mean, you're flying
The
enemies
tone of
already.
Dark
You're
Souls-
flying enemies already. It's just you're stuck in the ground.
Yes,
They
that's the
fly
point.
around.
The point is, John, you're an underdog.
You can still be an underdog in the air.
Yes, but the point is, it needs you to feel that powerlessness compared to them, giving you flightiness, and I mean that as in like. the
Oh
ability
yeah,
to
no,
be
you
flighty.
can have flightiness, but imagine you're fighting like massive enemies. Then you're still fairly
John,
powerless.
that's not how it works. You don't understand tone at all. This is why you will never be allowed to write anything.
No, but I mean, if you have a massive flying enemy, that would still be somewhat.
Yes, the
overpowering.
enemy is, but like the feeling of your character in Dark Souls, you feel slow, heavy,
Me.
powerless.
Maybe you put like a mechanic on the wings, or you know, they might, I don't know, rot away if you stay up for too long. So you have a set time limit to complete air combat.
But John, what's the point?
It's another bit of the game.
There's plenty of game as it is, John.
Yeah, but I mean, more.
I mean, I as a person who mods far more than you do, I mod my games a lot more than you do.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point. Certain games don't need it.
Flight.
No, Dark Souls does not need flight.
Flight!
Does not need it.
But it would be nice.
No, it wouldn't. It doesn't. It doesn't fit in at all.
You should say that. But
Because it doesn't.
you haven't tried it.
Have you tried it?
I come from the future where we have flying Dark Souls. No, I haven't tried it. But neither has Jay.
Yes, but I have played Dark Souls. You have not.
Yes.
I understand the purpose of everything in Dark Souls. Well, not everything, but
Vertibird?
most things. What the fuck are you talking
But
about?
no, I'm thinking of Fallout now. I'm trying to think.
Fallout with its buggy vertibirds.
Yeah, in fairness, Fallout 4 doesn't have very good versions.
No, none of John, Fallout as a series is buggy. Accept it.
Except for New Vegas, of course.
New Vegas is buggier.
No, fuck you. New Vegas good. Obsidian.
It has good. It has good writing, John. Everybody knows that, but it's still a Fallout game.
Yeah, but I just.
John,
the writing is much
you're
better.
just being unreasonable because no, I like this thing. Don't talk bad about it.
No.
You are the most triggered.
I'm just saying, story wise.
Yes, no, but that wasn't what you were saying. What you're saying is no, it's not buggy at all because Obsidian.
Oh, well, no. It is.
Yes,
fairly
John,
buggy.
admit the fact that you're being a fucking idiot.
It is fairly buggy, but also Obsidian good.
Yes, but that's not the point. You just decided to.
They just
fucking-
needed more time.
You just
James.
said
they-
Fallout New Vegas. Come over here, something.
Fallout New Vegas. If they had more time to develop, it would have been.
But they still couldn't break. They couldn't get around the fact that that engine was shit, John. That's my point.
Yeah, but that's not Obsidian's fault, is it?
Yes, it's not. But that comes back around to modding. What's the point? The engine is built for the game. You can't completely change the game unless the engine is shit. Just make a new engine. I think why don't we just make a new engine? Yeah. Why don't you just make a new fucking game then? Why insist it be Dark Souls with flight and not just make, I don't know, a Souls-like that includes flight?
Yeah, that's probably better off.
Fucking.
With flying gigantic enemies. OC, please no steal.
Oh, see.
You're gonna make it, yeah?
No, obviously not. Well,
You certainly wouldn't be allowed to write the fucking thing.
I will have you know, I am the acceptably good writer.
Form dictates content, John. Never heard of that?
Of course I've heard of that. I've come across it myself.
Yes. Do you understand the fact of changing Dark Souls'
Like,
form?
obviously, if I'm writing poetry, I'm not going to be writing like... I don't know, that's a bad example. I was going to say I can't write without rhyme, but, you know, considering some poems don't even rhyme nowadays, that's a really bad example.
Nowadays.
Nowadays.
It's true!
Back in the good old days, every poem rhymed.
It's like this new, well, newish.
Not you at all.
This newish,
The new age.
at least in terms of the history of poetry, this newish idea of doesn't have to rhyme is taken root, you know. And
What do you think the poem is to rhyme?
what?
Why do you think the poem is to rhyme?
Because by its very definition,
Let's look up the
Think of like a
definition of
nursery
poem,
rhyme.
go
shall
on,
we?
go on, do it, do it. Prove this.
If it says usually rhyme, that doesn't count, John.
Yeah, fine, but if it says traditionally it rhymes, then
No, that's
No,
the
no,
same
that's-
thing. That means the same thing, John.
no, fuck you. What does it say?
I'm looking at it.
Just look up poem.
That's what I'm doing.
But why is it taking so long? It's like 4 letters.
A piece of writing in which the expression of feelings and ideas is given intensity by particular attention to diction, sometimes involving rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Again,
Yeah.
it's just a technique.
It's a technique, John. It's not the fucking form itself.
Fair enough, but I'm just more used to poems rhyming.
Because you are a brainlet. Like diction,
I'm
primary- John,
more used to it,
John.
but I also prefer it.
John, there's a time in primary school where usually the more unfortunately intelligent child says to the teacher, "But this poem doesn't rhyme."
Yeah.
That's something
I-
you're supposed to learn that isn't the case in primary school.
I was that child.
Which is
But
funny.
when the teacher told you, you said, "No, they should though."
Which is funny because
Like, who are they to tell me they're not?
you don't have a great sense of what rhymes and what doesn't.
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, there's different types of rhyme.
What
There's
do you-
slant rhyme.
No, but there's you know, full rhyme, half rhyme, John rhyme.
John rhyme. John rhyme?
What's a John rhyme, Matthew?
What's a John rhyme?
I can't think of any examples, but I know you.
I mean, I don't doubt that he has, but
Wait,
let me see my list of rhymes I've used before.
like my list of poems.
Poem.
I do have it here. Hang on.
Now, keep in mind that this is generally things that you come up with like on the spot.
Yes.
No, things you've written.
Oh.
Because we all know John's improv is his strongest skill. Which is unfortunately the truth.
Well, I rhymed existence and insistence. Violence
Yeah,
and
that was right.
violins. Kill
That's a
and
slant rhyme.
That's
Kill
a
and
joke
full-
after
kill
Nick,
and full-
Saxon violins, yeah.
kill and fulfill. Destroyed and world. Dust and rust.
Destroyed and world.
Yes.
That's
not a rhyme.
That's not a rhyme.
There's just D at the very end. There's not no.
Dust and rust. Swords and worse. I tried to rhyme that.
No, it doesn't.
I tried to. I mean,
Basically,
it didn't
most
work.
rhymes are verbal only, and you have to deliberately like slant them like that. Unless it's literally just having the same ending. And John,
Oh shit! I made a lot of poetry that did not rhyme. Holy shit.
poetry should rhyme. Yeah, let's take a look at your work, shall we?
Oof. There's a lot here. They do not rhyme.
Alright, John.
Haul and fall and all. Smitten, kitten, words and swords.
Okay, we get it. You're going over things again anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, John, we get it. Put the phone away. That's what I'm saying. Not
Oh yeah.
not just move on to the next one.
I usually also rhyme in couplets. At least when I write poems.
You rhyme with couplets, what?
Couplets, whatever the fuck.
Cutlet because pig.
Couplets. Whatever the fuck.
Oh no.
Oh my god, you're being killed by Pumbaa. It is Pumbaa.
Oh, you've got no.
It is Pumbaa, isn't it?
No, that's not Pumbaa, John.
No,
They couldn't,
I mean the
they couldn't get the rights to Pumbaa.
Imagine though if you're fighting that and it just starts speaking in
Whatever his voice is.
what's fucking the voice actor? Ernie Hudson. No. It's an Ernie something.
Big bowl of game.
Pumbaa's voice actor like Ernie
He's giving up,
something.
Matthew. I suppose you intended to go human. Become what you already have. What? Oh, you're kindling.
What's the kindling for?
It gives him more suspense.
Ah.
Except it's technically just the one flask. It's just got more in it.
What, so is it just literally
It's compressed.
more sunlight?
Yeah, just compressed sun. You have 5 sips of sunlight, and you compress it into 10 sips of sunlight.
But no more than 10.
No, the total is 20. Yeah.
Gee, oh. Just guessing.
You can upgrade it. You can kindle it a further 2 times once you get the right of kindling by beating the easiest boss in the game.
Ah, in the base game.
In the base game.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I know. I knows.
So why are we talking about poetry?
Yeah, why are we, John?
Why were we?
Let's see, so form dictates.
Oh yeah, form. Form dictates content.
Yes, and the point is, John, by adding wings to Dark Souls, you're changing its form.
Yeah, that's fair. But a soul's like with wings, though.
That doesn't rhyme.
The fuck?
You've already remember, heal up to full. It's not worth.
Why can they climb?
Because they still know how to fucking climb, John.
Knock down the ladder then.
What do you mean? It's a steel ladder that's bolted to the fucking thing. How they just kill it all?
Also, for a medieval world, very advanced ladders.
It's just metal that's been bent into shape. And
Still,
it's got
usually
like, spikes in it. and
ladders
just
would
shove
be
it in.
like ladders would be wooden. That's their usual form. You know.
Also, this is a society run by God. God is in big people, not as in
God doesn't break people. Yeah, well, how are they going to
Japanese
invent the
gods.
ladders, huh?
Japanese.
What are they going to do? Use their big ass fingers,
Yes.
hammer big examples of what they want, and go this but smaller.
Yeah, I mean, like, they have a. Well, in this lore anyway, Sen is the god of
It's like
smithing.
you just get a god and a goddess. They do they're like this but smaller. This is how you make more of yourselves. I mean,
Also, they're not exactly gods; they're just different humans, essentially. They call themselves gods because
Because obviously they're giant than they think they are.
I mean, they're more powerful by default.
Yeah, but I mean, if
The point
if
is,
you're hundreds of feet
oh,
tall,
not that big.
oh well, if you're
They're like how the Greek gods tend to be imagined, which is just like a
right,
7 foot.
right, well, if you're 10 foot tall,
7.
the 10, 8,
I insist they be taller.
8, no shorter than that.
I mean, if you saw the Black Knight, that's about how tall gods are, because the Black Knights themselves are gods. That's not a Black Knight, John.
Tis,
You're
tis,
getting
tis,
confused.
tis but a scratch. Well, that explains why that.
Although the Black Knights are taller than the Silver Knights. Explain that, Matthew.
Doesn't matter when they're all charred and crispy.
They expanded.
So I suppose everything expands under heat.
So Silver Knights are what again?
They're just the knights that serve the gods. They are
Oh,
gods.
I thought you were
Like,
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say the knights that save me.
yes, because what we really needed was a second Monty Python joke. When you just keep doing the same one every time I say Black Knight.
Tis but a scratch. Make that 3. I love the idol animation though. What, like as you run, you have.
That's not an idle animation, you dumbass.
No.
That's a running animation.
Well, I mean,
Idle animation is when you're standing still.
well, it's also the thing when he's
No,
idle.
no.
Yes,
John.
he's idle when he's not doing anything.
Yeah, idle is in standing still. That's what it means, John.
Yeah, Matthew, stand still. Actually, no. Bad time for you to stand still. But I mean, like
Do
when
you
he's
have any moss?
Yeah.
Also, you might want to use a swing to hit all of them, not just to fucking.
You're done. Alright, so when he's idle, he also does that. But I just didn't say it
What?
right. What?
When he's idle, he just
What's
holding.
what's
What you
the
mean?
sword
So
on
what
the-
you were talking about is holding the
Yeah,
claymore over his shoulder.
Yeah,
yes.
and both idle
That-
and
Bitch,
running.
that's not the way you should hold the claymore on your shoulder.
It's nice. It's nice.
I'm just going to slowly cut into my shoulder over time.
Well, our claymore is double-edged.
Oh, this one.
Look at it, John. It's fucking.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's Western swords almost always are double-edged, John.
You could only really do that if the edge was away from you. If it was on the non.
But what
shoulder
people would
part.
actually do is just turn it on its side.
Like, what do you mean?
As in, John, you do realize you don't have to hold it with the blade, like in line with your arm. You could have the sword facing.
You mean
that
you
way
could have
and
the
pull.
flat
Yes.
of the sword? Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. The way you were saying it just did not
Yes,
resonate.
but you were
with me,
also
know.
talking about
Why? Some kind of missing.
yeah, if you just turn the sword 45 degrees.
Okay, yeah. What do you mean? Turning the sword?
Turning it into what?
Like this way?
That's how you hit.
I know, I've seen enough of that kind of way to hold it idly.
No, don't bring attention to the fucking idiocy that is emotes. Which by the time we get to Bloodborne, you'll be able to freely emote just by shaking the controller.
And you will also have guns. Guns.
Clear your throat, John.
And you will also...
Cover your mouth and clear your throat.
Or,
Sounds not-
alternatively, say, homie.
There's no need for you to... Wait, guns, yeah. Yeah, no, guns. You'll have guns.
John.
You'll have guns and Bloodborne.
Yes, but I mean they're not that good.
Are they not?
They're essentially just the way they work like
Are
shields. They
are
just
like
have more
muskets?
range.
Are they like muskets or something?
But it's basically Victorian England, John. So whatever they look at.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
Did you think Bloodborne was more modern than that?
I was thinking it was just 1930s.
What's the chat saying?
Nothing. Henry hasn't said anything.
Henry's dead.
We have 3 viewers. I don't know who.
What? People are watching? Hi.
Hi.
Spread-
Please leave.
Spread the word, please.
Please leave. John doesn't deserve.
Spread the word. Do it. Bring more attention to
John,
us.
we don't know who. So I think this.
And don't tell him to spread the word.
Spread the word. Whoever you are,
Oh, it is Dennis. No, it's right.
give help.
It's just Henry and Dennis, John.
There's a third that we're not aware of. You know,
No, it's the same. It's the same one.
can you not click in and
I,
see?
John, I know who it is.
But there's a third view.
It's not a real view.
Oh, is it?
I didn't say it was Lurks, but it's just.
Well, you implied it was a bot. I think Lurks is a bot, isn't he?
It's a non-counted view.
Botany.
Anyway.
He's a bot, isn't he?
Like the whole subject.
Botany. Matthew, why are you failing so hard?
I don't know.
It's almost like I know I was gonna. Oh, never mind that joke. Not
You
upward.
just about had a hang of it again, but on the last stream.
I was gonna.
What was that?
You should have jumped attack instead.
Damn it with a spear.
Which I am rather fond of using spears in Dark Souls.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a coward, but it's cool.
Is it like rain? How's it attack? Or you just literally poke?
Yeah, like it's poke, and depending on some of the spears, you can do slashes with it. And sword spears
I think
exist.
slashes should be doable anyway. Just maybe with less damage if it's not made for slashing. Because I mean, you can.
John,
you
John.
can a normal
John,
spear you
John,
can slash.
John, there are multiple types of every type of weapon in the game.
Yeah.
There's different types of sword, there's different types of spear.
Yes.
There's winged spears, there's partisans.
This is your wings, John.
Wings.
There's partisans.
Winged here.
Winged.
In Dark Souls 3, you even have a javelin.
The ones you can throw.
Yes.
Huh.
Big steel fucking one. Make
Javelins
a
you can
small
also
explosion.
you can
I
also
think
use
that's what they're for.
you can also use javelins to stab them.
Yes, yes, John. I know. That's what I mean. Like it's one of the attacks you can do, but it throws the thing.
It's not very good though when you're just. Well, I'm speaking from Mountain Blade, but I mean,
Jesus Christ!
you know,
You don't understand anything.
I'm just saying, javelins are the worst weapon. At least in Mountain Blade, they're the worst weapon.
Because it's almost like the game is trying to be slightly balanced. And
Yeah.
it's decreasing the damage of a thing that can be thrown from far away, so it's more fair for people to be able to run up and hit them with it.
Yeah, but I mean, multiplayer is a shit show anyway.
Yes, but it still
You
has
have-
to,
you
it
have
still has to be
people-
balanced, John.
You have people who are wearing no armor at all and just have a great sword, winning like matches by
Yes.
10 kills.
But the point is, John, the reason partisan, or rather, javelins suck is because if they didn't, like they don't in real life, it would be overpowered for the purpose of the game. Because it works on numbers, not on realism. John doesn't believe in earning victory. Yeah, he doesn't.
Why earn it when you can?
But it.
Why earn it when you can inherit it?
That, but also why earn it when you can? Wait, is that the right gesture?
Buy it.
Is that the right gesture?
No, that's for crabs.
Don't.
Wait. Wait. I don't know if you were intending to make that joke, Matthew, but
Nobody wanted
This-
you to make that joke. But
this is Krabs, Mr. Krabs.
no, that's not the joke. That was. Dennis,
You're the one thinking of
I
that
pr-
joke.
I
I'm
pr-
not thinking.
I
of that
presume
joke.
you know what to do, Dennis.
Cut him.
No, not that. I'm not
Just-
saying cut.
Just
I'm
replace him with a body pillow
I'm
that I
just
can
saying-
embrace lovingly.
If, I'm just saying. I presume you know what music to put over John when he did the crab thing.
That's
That's not the music.
That's the first thing that came to mind. Why? I don't know.
Why do you always say crabs in Mexico?
Well, I mean, they have a pretty good crab dishes, you know? Like, they have pretty good crab dishes, rather.
Everybody cooks crab, John. Everybody has crab dishes.
Yeah, but I mean, Mexico in particular has a pretty good crab recipe.
Recipe.
I mean, at least
The one.
I was told that was a Mexican
I've only ever
recipe.
had one crab.
One crab in my whole life, you know?
So Matthew, you might want to just be smarter.
Actually, one time I ate, like, no, was it a mud crab? It was like a massive thing.
Yes, John. We've heard you tell stories of non crabs before.
It was like,
Yes,
Like-
crabs can get big, John.
yeah.
Except also that definitely wasn't that big. because-
No,
Yeah.
no.
You were
right.
just smaller.
Yeah.
Definitely not that.
The
anyway,
body of the largest crab in the world is about that big.
was around that.
Yeah. I was like
Bigger
that
legs.
circle.
Just bigger
Yeah,
legs.
the legs are where all the size comes from with crabs.
Yeah. It's pretty massive though, and if I didn't spot it, it would have just gone away, you know, just lived its life. But now I was like, Granddad, there's a crab near the coconut tree. And he's like, out with a bucket immediately, and our crab dogs just get him.
Crab dogs. Do they have crabs?
What else would you call dogs that help you get crabs?
Are you sure they're bred for that? And they might
No,
not
no,
just
no.
be hunting dogs.
They weren't bred specifically for crabs.
Then
They
I
just-
wouldn't call
Yes,
them
they
crab
weren't
dogs.
bred.
Well, what was it called?
Bred?
Dogs.
Okay, our dogs who helped us hunt crab by bringing it to us.
Jesus Christ.
They clutched it in their jaws and
Hey.
brought it. Before that, my granddad.
They
Had,
aren't bred for it. They're crab for it.
before that, my granddad had a dog that helped him fish. It's quite good. Quite a good dog. How are you dying to these rats? Didn't you kill their...
They inflict poison.
What about the earlier ones that he was fighting?
They were locked in a much tighter corridor. Could fight.
Why doesn't he just do that? Just look for a tight
Just
corridor.
go all the way to the to that corridor, Matthew. You'll beat those rats easily.
Okay.
It's almost like, John, that we know the geometry of this game and know where these places exist, and know that that's not an option.
Finally, he's fighting Pumbaa again.
The Philippines, where the uncooked food right out of the dog's mouth.
What? No,
That's-
we
that's-
would wash the crab
That's what Henry
before
said.
we
We washed the dog before.
No, he didn't say unwashed. He said uncooked, and you said no, we wash it.
We do have this recipe we call
Raw crab.
no, not raw crab. It's raw fish with certain herbs and
Yeah,
Vinegar.
Another country calls that sushi.
no, not sushi.
Sashimi.
Oh. I forget what it's called now, but it's a popular drinking food over there. As in, like, food you eat when drinking.
Oh, wow, I didn't know it.
You guys have peanuts, we have raw fish. Imagine if a boar could climb
Oh
ladders.
shit, we don't have peanuts anymore.
Imagine if a boar could climb ladders. Like in real life. How much more powerful would they be
Have boars.
if they had the ability to just, you know,
So powerful.
so powerful they can climb ladders.
I've never seen such power.
I've only seen this raw power before.
Is it
Once
possible
before.
to This power.
Not from it.
There are far too many quotes just with the word power alone.
I need more power.
Powering down. Oh my god, no. It's weird that you're fighting what basically amounts to,
A sword, but big.
like, well, no.
Fighting, not fighting with.
I was gonna say, you're basically fighting what amounts to a bunch of skeletons at the end of the day.
Not yet.
Not yet, but like,
No, I mean, I'm not fighting skeletons yet.
I mean, like, they're pretty emaciated. They look pretty close to
I will be.
being skeletons.
Those are pygmies, John. Well, they're hollows, but I mean, they're visually, they are just pygmies in essence.
Surely,
Take
like,
these in
the
Estes.
flesh will rot away at some point.
No, because they're pygmies. The point is, John, pygmies are the natural state of any being unless it has a soul. Any human being.
What kind of messed up creation is this?
It's called a mythos, John.
Oh, sorry, mythos. Yeah, well, I suppose I shouldn't be one to complain about
Yes,
messed up
exactly.
mythos, considering
So you're saying there's one of them made by a massive racist.
the
Hey,
best.
come on. Miyazaki isn't that.
Considering the worst of them all.
I mean, have you seen how he thinks of the English, Matthew?
Shub Niggurath, the black goat of the woods.
Okay, stop talking.
What?
We all know why you're talking, John.
What? Shouldn't make a roll.
Do you want to keep saying it? Do you want to keep saying
What's
it?
wrong with
And do you
it?
want to be banned from Twitch?
What? What's wrong?
Doesn't matter, John.
It's the name.
John,
It's the name of an entity.
It's not our position to negotiate. So shut the fuck up.
It's the name of an entity.
John,
It's
I'm
not even.
literally
It's
telling
not,
the name of an entity named by a racist. It's like, what are you going to say? Is Cat's name next?
oh, I mean,
John,
Fine,
and also
the
the
name
point
of
is,
his
it doesn't
cat.
matter what we feel.
Oh.
You cannot go against the terms of service.
oh, I guess Cthulhu is a racist name.
If it had some English words in there, it might be.
Remember when John?
Oh
insisted
dear
on
Lord,
producing
Haunter in the dark. Oh well,
It's just what?
Haunter in the dark is
insisted on pronouncing it differently because that's how
Oh,
it's
yeah.
actually pronounced.
Cthulhu.
But now he's
It's-
given up.
Yeah, because everyone calls it Cthulhu, and that's how mimetic mutation works. Mimi, turn it a beaker for a moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much point calling it
John?
Cthulhu if you're not going to even try.
And that's also a fucking stupid name.
It's supposed to be unpronounceable by human means.
So why
Henry
is it
said he
pronounced
stopped.
Cool.
Cthulhu.
Henry says he stopped playing Dark Souls last night, but he did next to no damage to his skeleton. Well, I mean, let's be fair. The catacombs, it's generally like you're only kind of supposed to go there after you've like reached the halfway point of the game.
So why did Henry go there?
It's a classic first time Dark
Oh
Souls.
yeah, it is a classic mistake because it's right next to the starting area, and you can go in there. You just won't get to the end
Ah,
because
So what?
you're locked off.
It's a much more obvious route than the actual route.
Yeah.
to a skeleton.
I mean, the stairway up is like right in your vision when you're at Firelink.
I wouldn't say so.
Because I mean, like it's all walled off to the left there, and then on the right is the stairway.
Wait, when you were saying his cat, did you mean
John, we're not talking about Lovecraft's cat or Lovecraft himself anymore. All right.
That's it. Did you mean that cat?
Oh, I wonder what cat I can mean.
Wonder what cat would get us in trouble. No, John, no.
What? I didn't say anything.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, they're stuck. Well, no, I literally didn't say anything. Though.
It doesn't matter that you didn't say anything. You're still implying it, and we don't want to attract the type of people who find that funny.
There, I just blinked to cancel out my 3 winks. I blinked 3 times to cancel out my,
Which means the human total of winks is 0
Yes,
because everybody must blink afterwards.
indeed.
Nobody's ever winked without cancelling.
Well,
Unless
you
you
could
wink.
you could argue one-eyed people do. They're constantly winking. But yeah, no, one-eyed people, constantly winking. Yeah, like, in fact, this is one of the probably better jokes you could use against someone with only one eye. Just like, why are you winking at me? Also, why is that thing massive? Is that one of the Black Knights that you were talking
No,
about?
that's the steel.
Jesus Christ! It's got walloped in the back. But also that.
That's how it feels to use a mace in Castlevania, except you're on the receiving end.
I tried so hard. Got so far.
In Castlevania, when they have 3D enemies,
There was a 3D Castlevania.
there's several 3D Castlevanias, John.
Are they any good?
Yes, they're quite good, especially the one with Hector, who you'll remember as the guy in blue with white hair from the series.
In Troy, Achilles
No, Hector.
fought his Hector.
Hector with a C, not with a K.
Achilles fought his Hector.
So a guy in blue with white hair.
Wait, what? A guy with blue hair?
We both said the same thing, and you got it wrong.
Huh?
Guy with white hair wearing blue, like a blue, like, clothes.
I was gonna say blue hair,
Luke Skywalker?
blue hair, white clothes. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know, but that's not what anyone said.
I know. I just got it right. Just got it mixed up.
John doesn't process language very
He's speaking the language of God.
I don't think I've actually
good. It's big language.
seen that guy yet.
Have you not finished the 2 seasons? Which is basically only 1 season because the first one was like barely half a season.
No.
You were so fucking excited. Why are you so annoying about when's the next one coming out and you don't even fucking watch it?
I'm currently finishing up War in the Three Kingdoms.
Again!
Yes!
As you have been for the past 3 months.
As you have been for the past year.
I'm in episode 87. I'm almost done.
You're in episode 87.
John,
Well done.
I've already made my point clear how I feel about this. You don't rewatch something that's over like 50 episodes. Huh?
No, he's just playing on phrasing. I said I'm in episode 87. He's like,
What part?
oh, really? What part do you play?
John doesn't use the correct prepositions.
Yes. John doesn't talk properly.
I mean, neither do I, but okay.
Yes, but you talk properly more.
So what? Yes, just like a
Exactly.
prime example
That's
right
the
there.
point. Thanks for pointing,
So what were,
pointing
we,
out the
what,
irony.
what were we saying? Just really.
Some Castlevania game.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
Virgil.
Yeah, Castlevania.
He's Virgil with long hair, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still rewatching. Well, sorry, I'm finishing my
I'm
rewatch.
not, I don't care, John. We know this.
Yeah, so when I'm done doing that, I'll watch The Witcher, and then maybe I'll watch.
Or maybe continue this thing that you've already watched some of and finish it off. That makes more sense than starting new things.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't feel like watching.
Well, I suppose I'll
That's fair enough, but like,
I suppose I'll rewatch Castlevania season 1, and then I'll watch The Witcher, and then I'll watch season 2.
what the fuck kind of stupid shit is that?
Just so I have.
Just watch
fresh,
season 1 and into 2.
So I have it fresh in my mind.
No, but like, either watch The Witcher and then watch all of Castlevania.
No,
or
no,
watch
you
all of
have to
Castlevania.
you have to watch The Witcher in between to digest Castlevania.
I mean, the next Castlevania season's coming out like next month anyway.
Oh well, I'll just wait for that, and then I can just watch it straight.
You're not going to.
You're not going to, yeah. You're going to start rewatching something before then. Something that's really too long to rewatch when it's less than a year since you actually watched the first time.
Stargate?
Anything.
Oh yeah, no, I was planning on rewatching Stargate.
You reminded him.
I
This is
forgot.
your fault.
Forgot that.
I know. But like, I
It's
mean,
like-
I don't care if I remind him because he's so. It's just a wrong way to do it.
It's like 10 seasons.
It's not wrong, it's just so fucking stupid.
It's like 10 seasons.
So,
Well, no, it's more than that. I forget.
we have like people in the group who watch Star Trek. I mean,
What?
Then John watches Stargate.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I mean, I know Dennis.
A lot of
Ray,
us watch
like,
Star
but
Wars.
He's a bit of a Star Wars guy. Maybe just because of Lego Star Wars. So who's gonna watch Battlestar Galactica?
You.
You,
No.
really.
No, I'm not allowed.
No,
only,
you're not
only read good sci-fi.
So none of these then.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not books.
Fucking nerd.
Gatekeeper.
No, that's not gatekeeping.
Well, no, he's gatekeeping what's science fiction.
No, I just said good sci-fi.
Good sci-fi.
He says he
is-
reads good sci-fi, and he said, "I can't because they're not books."
Go on, submit that to the gatekeeping subreddit and
Get downvoted and
get
go.
downvoted to
Get
oblivion.
downvoted, and then come to the fucking group chat and say, "Why did they downvote me?"
Why did they downvote this post is not gatekeeping?
Wait, can you not do the jump attack on that?
He can, but it's not that effective.
What does work on?
Being a good player,
Yeah, but I mean, like for Matthew.
shoving
only
your
works.
sword up its ass,
Do it, Matthew.
and I'm not joking. You
Shove,
you can do that.
shove your sword up its ass. How did you? Did you just get
There
sat
was
on?
an enemy there. I got stunned by the
Uh,
pork falling on
I
me.
thought you was. By
Excuse
10
me.
tons of
it's
bacon.
it's a
falling.
boar. I don't believe the meat of boar is referred to as pork.
Yeah, because boar tastes different.
And also because I don't think we treat the late pork.
No.
Which is
Depends
largely-
where you are in the world. Boar can be quite expensive, especially since you have to send someone else to
but
actually hunt
it-
for it.
It's not one of the animals that rich people live. Anything that
No, not traditionally, but
anything that isn't named by the animal is generally something that nobles ate.
Yeah.
Beef, pork,
yeah.
chicken was eaten. by
They gave it
peasants, that's why
fancy
it's called
names. Is the
chicken.
point.
Ah.
They gave it. French
Yeah, no, that's
names.
what I mean. Like traditional.
Oh, Matthew Henry says you're wrong.
Oh.
No,
That's what I mean. Traditionally speaking,
Okay.
it
Henry,
wouldn't have
why am I
been
wrong?
Richmond's food, but
Let's see, Henry.
go on, Henry, tell us.
I'll just read it out. You don't have to fucking look.
I want to read what's going on. Stop playing the video. Oh, okay.
I've already mentioned all these things. Pay attention.
Except this.
It's
Aunt,
just
his aunt actually named the cat.
Henry has experience eating boar. Oh, I get it. It's the joke. It's the joke that he is a noble. Because Henry is rich.
Okay.
Boar is rich as well.
Henry is rich in salt.
Boar not so much.
And therefore it is a fancy food.
What about truffles? What made them fancy?
Then again, it could.
I've never had
The
truffles.
point of making them fancy is just rich people ate it once upon a time.
Yeah,
And,
but, I mean,
and thus that became the thing rich people own.
How
but I've never
Wouldn't
had.
you
I've
go
never
back?
had truffles. what's the big deal?
don't they have to be eaten?
John, the
shit
point
out
is,
again?
fancy food doesn't actually tend to be that like
Yes,
better.
That's also a type of coffee, but isn't that a thing?
What?
There's truffle means a mushroom, chocolate, something else.
I think I'm talking about the mushroom.
Yes, you're definitely talking about the mushroom. You
Yes.
know you're talking about the mushroom.
The one that pigs find.
Yes, mushroom.
Yeah.
Boar.
Mushroom. Well, pigs or boars. You can have normal pigs find it. I think.
Truffle pigs.
Truffle pigs.
What's the thing? So,
Truffle shuffle.
It is. You're right.
where is it?
Or is it?
Pigs
Or
anyway.
is it just truffles?
pig truffles?
I think it's the tile is truffles, but there's pigs on it just for the visual. In the same way, ivory is elephants.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that makes
also
sense. Wait, Matthew, can you not trick the rats to just fall from the ledges?
No, because that's not how AI works.
Yeah, but they're coming out, James.
Yes, but that's not how the game works.
And if they just keep coming out, Matthew can get in front of them and kick them off.
And also, when he gets in the zone, he can actually just kill them like a normal person, rather than expect the AI to act a way that the person playing the game knows the AI don't work like that.
That rat just
Make a
fell
sound
to
in the
floor.
east, strike in the west, James.
They use dogs to hunt truffles now, apparently.
What?
According to Henry.
Why not truffles? Why not
To
pigs?
hunt truffles.
Surely pigs can hunt just
Those
as-
rascally truffles run away.
Surely pigs would do the job just as well.
Yeah, but also we have more dogs on hand and they do what we say.
What do you
For
mean?
truffles.
We definitely have more pigs on hand.
Yeah, but we can
But they
pick
don't
them.
do what we say, Joe. On hand, I mean, not as in available, on hand as in
In your
here
hand.
with us.
Well, there's no dogs.
Get your
here,
chihuahua
there-
to stick out the truffles. Dogs are cheaper and easier to train, yes, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes, but
pigs.
the pigs need the work.
You can't be taking away employment from pigs. It's bad enough that we're eating them most of the time. And they're not doing much else to contribute to the economy. Truffle finding is one way that you can spare an old sow's life.
Because truffles make so much of a difference to the economy.
Well, it definitely plays a part.
Everything plays a part in the economy.
Yeah, but
Sean.
in this case, truffles being the fancy schmancy thing that they are.
But they're
Yeah,
not
but they're a
anymore.
pretty specialized item. I wouldn't imagine that they.
Like,
You say they're not anymore, but you
a
definitely don't.
a single lump sum is not worth as much as constant smaller amount.
Yeah.
That's
Caviar.
Probably
Caviar, which is the biggest scam on the planet.
It is.
diamonds.
No, diamonds are. As Matthew
Biggest
said.
scam food.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Chocolate fish.
That's not scam, that's scum.
Together.
I will find a way. If it will work.
If you open up your eyes.
Dennis says, not doing anything to contribute to the economy. Says the journalist without a job using government funds to pay his education.
Hey, you're using government funds to pay for your education too, Dennis.
Yeah, but he's not a journalist.
Yeah, well, he's doing a STEM course that has an extremely long name.
Point is,
Bad.
as an engineer,
Courses with long names, bad.
as an engineer, he's
saying
more
it.
likely to
So-
contribute to the economy, is what he means.
Yeah,
Put
but
that.
Yeah, but I just want to argue anyway because that's how I work. I'm John Salada.
knee. You have a knee. And you have another knee. Do you want to keep them, James? I suggest you,
John, we all know you couldn't take my news.
No, I'm not some sort of knee thief. I have
Your
merch.
knees.
Actually, it
I
depends.
haven't got
It
knees.
depends on how you would define taking your knees. If you just mean taking them, as in right off the
Sean,
socket,
shut the fuck up.
taking them, then yes, I can't. But if you just mean having your knees, I can maybe just scrape a bit of it.
John,
Then
shut the fuck up.
keep with me.
Up,
Or
up,
or even
Up.
just
Up.
tying the rope
Up.
around your
Up.
knee and
up,
just
up,
taking
Up.
it
shut the
apart
fuck
and
up.
taking
John,
it with me.
you're talking nonsense.
If I tie it up in a nice enough way, I can probably just pull your knees apart. It's all about the knots.
It's time that I lower my glasses down the bridge of my nose and just stare at you for a moment, just to get the point across that you're talking shite.
Knee.
I mean, you just started talking about my knees. And that's my point.
Your pointing knees.
It is not a
They
point
are
about
they are
having
quite
this
they are
position.
they are quite pointy when you have them like that. Yes.
Nothing compared to mine.
Yes, but
I mean, your
my
knees are
ears
better.
though, my ears.
Which I have noted are there to remind you which is your right side and which is your left.
Ears.
Yes.
Your curled
There's
up
an L.
ears.
Backwards.
You're
The L is
slight-
backwards on your left hand
You're
side.
ever
to remind you
slightly.
that that's your
You're
left.
ever so slightly aerodynamic ears.
They just need to be bigger and I can flap them.
Put John in a wind tunnel and he will begin to lift off the ground.
So,
25 minutes, nothing.
no.
Yes.
If you could generate enough lift, you could fly
John,
technically,
shut
right?
up.
No, hang on.
Matthew was saying something more important.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think it's been longer than that.
You know, it has been.
If you could generate enough lift, you can fly. Yes.
Yes, that's how it works. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
So
Don't go back to Dark Souls for fuck's sake.
no. I'm thinking if all you need is sufficient lift,
Yes.
could you technically build a device that will bring you so far as to not have you come back down at all?
you're saying, can you
Can you catapult somebody into
Flight.
zero gravity?
Into orbit,
Into
really.
orbit,
Into orbit,
really,
yes.
yes.
Yeah. Yes, you can. If this catapult is literally stronger than any catapult ever built.
Well, maybe just a cannon then.
Same thing, essentially. You're just
Well,
launching
yeah.
launching somebody, and you're just getting them
Yeah, and zero,
high and far enough that they go into orbit. That's all.
yeah, and if they were just wearing a stunt suit or something, when they start going into re-entry, would they burn up? If they just had... If
John,
they-
hold on, John.
They burn up leaving the atmosphere, first of all.
I thought they wouldn't go into re-entry now.
Well,
They're
let's-
supposed to come down.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
if they're going into orbit,
it-
they're not getting into re-entry, first of all.
Oh, well, I was thinking like it decays eventually,
Exit?
right? No?
Well then,
Depends on the object.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean...
If an object is as small as a person, it's probably not coming down until it's obliterated.
I was gonna keep going. It's
Yes.
just... Okay, well, in that case...
Also, it's probably going to be burned up by the time it gets there. Because to
Okay, well, then
reach
it-
escape velocity, that's so fast the human will just destroy it.
So instead of building spaceships, why don't we just...
build cannons and shoot people up there and wonder why they don't come back.
No. Obviously, we give them a specialized suit which
Literally
will
more-
survive going to, and
Maybe we should build this device that'll help them stay safe. Like
No,
a shuttle.
no,
almost.
no, just a suit that can survive the hazards of space.
Except it won't work, John. Well, yeah, we have it. They're called spacesuits.
Yeah.
They can't handle re-entry or exit.
Yeah, just have a spacesuit that can handle re-entry.
That's not a suit anymore. That's a box. And thus, you've just made a shuttle again.
Yeah, but like a
Why do you always do this?
But make a man-shaped shuttle, or person-shaped shuttle. I suppose.
What's the point? The person can't move in that.
Yeah, it's just there, right? And then blast off. It gets to the International Space Station or whatever, and it
How are they going to get to the International Space Station?
And they'll have rockets, whatever, on there.
All you're suggesting is just make a shuttle, but like have it fit the human shape, not be posable at all. Just make a human-shaped shuttle.
So they're just there, you know, like that.
What's the point?
And then when they arrive in the ISS,
But what's the point?
the point is it probably wouldn't cost as much in materials.
Yes, but it's also far more dangerous.
Yeah,
And is almost guaranteed to kill the person.
cost cutting though.
Because to have the person actually in contact with outside of the fucking ship is going to put all the G-forces into them.
And then when
Yes, no.
when they dock with the ISS,
You're ignoring it. It doesn't work.
They
John.
dock.
There's no point.
They dock into man-shaped
Dennis,
holes.
help me.
They dock into man-shaped holes, and when they enter,
Oh,
this hole was made. And when they enter, the suit disengages, and they can the front of the suit disengages. It falls down slowly, and they can just go.
That's entirely fucking stupid.
It would save so much material.
And what it wouldn't save is the person's life, because they would die almost immediately.
How do we make them not die?
Put them in a spaceship.
Put them in, the things we've been developing for years.
Yes, but without a shuttle, how do we keep the person alive?
Don't send them to space.
How do we keep them in their person-fitting suit?
You don't. The
Alive.
problem is it's a person-fitting suit, and it's supposed to protect them from space.
Oh, wait, no, John, I've got an idea. You put them in there, you lock them in there, you just don't shoot it up in space. They'll stay in there, they'll be alive.
But I mean, if
a
you
few
build
minutes.
the suit well enough, surely it can survive.
It's not a suit at that point, John. You're just... the only way to keep them alive is to add layers
Yes.
or make it bigger.
Add
Both
layers.
of which you're just making a shuttle again.
Yeah, but this time, form-fitting.
Except it's not form-fitting, you've just essentially just built a box on a person. Doesn't matter what shape it is. That changes nothing. That's not saving... In fact, by the time it becomes safe for the person, you've used probably more fucking resources than a shuttle.
Okay, so it's
Fuck's
the burning.
sake.
The burning up is the problem. So what if?
Not
Right.
not just the burning up the G-forces.
Oh yeah, but
The pressure.
The burning up is a big part of it, right? So let's say
It's not just, as I said, like, all of these things will kill you.
yeah, but let's say that the
All
suit,
three of them.
the suit, the form-fitting suit, has water.
Drown. Then they won't die from space.
No, it has water, and an oxygen supply that you can connect to the person so that they can still survive.
We all the oxygen supply is presumed, John. That has never been brought up.
Yeah, obviously, and yeah, so there's this water around them. Boom! No more burning up. All right, now G
No, that's
forces.
not how water works. You boil him instead.
Put some ice around him. Okay, now
Ice is just water again. It'll end up boiling just like slower. It's like it's
liquid
delayed.
nitrogen all around him.
You
All right.
freeze the man first.
Yeah, freeze the man first.
Then he's dead.
No.
Yes. Cryogenics does not work like that, John.
We'll just revive him.
Cryogenics is a fucking myth.
Just
it
revive.
is.
Just revive him when he gets to the shuttle.
Cryogenics is a myth, John.
For now.
Yes.
So why not just say, let's teleport people over there?
Yeah. Or let's use the space elevator.
Oh wait. That brings up an interesting question. Space ladder.
No, it's space elevator.
No, space ladder. You're not hearing me.
I know. I'm hearing you.
Oh, this is some sort of big ladder.
Yes. Essentially.
What it's raining.
Massive ladder which goes up to space.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at Matthew.
I'm
because
laughing at Matthew.
You're
as well.
not funny.
I'm laughing at Matthew as well, but no, massive ladder goes up to space.
Doesn't work because the person will fucking die.
Yeah, but you have the space. And you're
The
going
person
up.
will still fucking die because of how much fucking energy it will take
You're
to
going
climb
up.
that high.
You're going up so slowly that you're probably not going to burn up.
You're not going to burn up, but you will die of exhaustion. You will.
Energy drinks, just.
You won't die of exhaustion. You'll die of a heart attack then.
Adrenaline supplies.
That's the same thing. Like, Like
Well, I mean,
caffeine,
adrenaline. can restart the
caffeine
heart
is essentially
rate.
just external adrenaline, John.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
think adrenaline is.
adrenaline can restart the heart.
Yeah. Also, you can't actually input adrenaline. Adrenaline is what you have in you. It just gets turned on essentially.
Right, so exhaustion. So we have this massive ladder. So in
Also, a ladder is just not safe
every 100 feet or so, I don't know.
because like there are laws about how tall a ladder can be before you just can't have it be a ladder
Okay,
anymore.
we have a ladder, but it carries the people up instead.
A space elevator.
No. We can make this work.
No, you can't.
Right, so obviously you'll have to send someone up, a few test subjects to see when, at which point at the climb, the person's heart suddenly goes.
Also, yes, altitude fucking kills people.
So yeah, once you
The only reason that's like astronauts can handle it is because they've been really like trained to the top condition to
so
handle
yeah,
it.
you get like stopovers at every point or so in the ladder.
Okay, Henry, apparently adrenaline can be injected. It'll still kill you if you put too much of it in there.
Like you have stopover points for people climbing this space ladder, and they can rest, recuperate, and in the morning
John.
keep climbing.
John.
Keep climbing.
John, shut the fuck up. All of these ideas end up, you say, what if we make it cheaper by doing it this way? And then we just said, no, you can't do that. Alright, how about we do this, and it's gone more expensive than the thing that people will accept as the actual way of doing things. Your ideas suck.
But why?
Every
Why
one of them.
space ladders?
No, not space ladders, that's the point. No space ladders.
Sorry, no.
Space
why-
elevator.
The rats just yeeted themselves off the edge.
This stream
No!
according to Henry, this stream is akin to Trivial Pursuit.
Ratcoon, no. He died as he lived, scurrying about.
John.
Okay.
No, don't look for more.
Space catapult ladder.
How is it both?
Right.
Catapult ladders.
No, it catapults you up, and then you just grab onto the ladder on the way up,
That
and
was
you're
my-
halfway up, which means you won't get exhausted by the time you get to the end.
That was my idea.
You fucking idiot.
John, you really are a special engine.
You're a useless engine as well.
Okay. Trebuchet.
That's just a catapult again.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes further, right?
It's still a catapult. Category catapult, John. Just because it's a type of catapult that's better doesn't mean it's not a catapult.
The internet would disagree with you.
The entire concept is a catapult, John.
It's
Trebuchet versus catapult has been a long time.
Yes, there is a basic catapult, John, but its name became the category. Get over it.
Boo. Boo.
Why do you take so much issue with the way words are used? But like in the reverse way. Like people say, no, you're not using that properly, whereas you're the opposite. Everybody uses it the way it's become, and you say, no, you should say the way it always was.
Boo.
If you had your way, we'd still be speaking Old English.
No, Old English is too complicated.
you're speaking you speak.
That's what I mean, John. It was complicated, so we simplified it. That's the same with catapult.
Oh yeah, but then just.
But I like the trebuchet.
Oh, but then remove a U from honor, and suddenly.
That's the American.
Yeah. Suddenly.
That's their dialect. Yeah.
Do that, and suddenly, ooh, some sort of uncivilized brute.
I'm not saying that. I just
No, I'm just saying
that's
like,
their dialect.
that's the popular perception, at least in Europe, of people who
Difference-
use the Americanized spelling.
difference of culture is a different matter. It's difference of like period. That's why it changes.
Fair enough. So these space elevators, tell me more.
They don't
How do
exist.
they actually? Well, how would they work in
Tell
theory?
me more.
It's essentially just exactly what it sounds like. You have a massive pole, elevator mounted around it.
And he lifts it up.
No. You have just a massive like shaft that'll carry elevators up to space, up to a station that is in geosynchronous orbit.
Then you just have people in the box. Surely.
Yes.
How
What
would
is a
they-
shuttle if not a box?
Yes, but I mean, a shuttle
No.
is fine. It can,
No.
it can survive the forces of you know, space and I suppose the in between.
Henry, what the fuck are you talking about? Could she get me a friend?
Because I said, tell me more, tell me more.
Oh, okay.
And also it's Valentine's. You might be feeling.
Yes, you might be feeling a bit lonely. Although if that's the case, he's come to the wrong people for help.
You're the wrong pupil.
The wrong pupil, indeed. I am only a pupil.
No, you're a slur.
I'm a scribe.
Scriber.
Scriber.
Subscriber.
Scriber is a real word.
Subscriber to PewDiePie.
I think, yeah, no, scriber is a real word, man.
What?
Scriber is a real word.
Scriver.
Yeah. SCRIVER.
Matthew,
Okay.
make this the run. You have 10 minutes until
Why are you telling
stream
me?
end.
I just remember the other day we were talking about scribers.
No, I said scribe.
Yeah.
B.
And I said scriber.
No, you said
Scrivener,
scriber.
actually, is the...
Scriber, I know, but I wanted to say scriber. I messed up that one. And scriber is a word.
Yeah, but it's probably from Old English, which means you'd probably get dark marks on a test.
Why?
Oh, okay.
It's Old English, but it's English.
Yeah, but it's not the current language we're using.
And
John.
if you have a character who is Old English
Well,
speaking,
no.
and
then you put it in quotes, John, and then
Yes.
it's fine.
John, if you wrote an essay in Old English, one, I'd be very impressed.
two,
But two, you get no marks.
Yeah. Because it's not English.
because they can't read it.
No, it's not about not being able to read it. It's not the language we are using now.
Pretty much a different language.
Yes. The point is, it's a different language, John.
Does that mean if I were to write in modern English for an Old English exam, it's the same difference?
There's no such thing as an Old English exam.
Well, I mean, linguists only study Old English.
Study, but they wouldn't get examined on it, examinated on it.
Well, if you want to degree on it, surely you would be examined on it, right?
That would be different.
I mean, it's not exactly
You
like
got past.
you can't exactly continuous assessment a language degree, right?
John,
Sure you can.
You can.
you can continue assessment anything.
Well, it's all about how you do it.
Huh?
We finished there or what?
Yeah, I suppose if you don't think you're going to make it in the next run,
I'm just calling me
just finish it. Alright, don't answer that other shit.
Of course not.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Come back for more.
Sorry, goodbye.
Come back for more space ladder
You're
talk.
waving like a queen.
Space ladder.
It's also your hands also weren't even on the